zone. Watch me celebrate. I cocky. I do my dance. Jump in them stands. No man up, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey y'all dash. 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 They slip on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it local. I can carve the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making a game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all moves, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat your pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash. Honey y'all dash.
Yo! What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Been a little minute, y'all. I know, man. I know. I hate I haven't really been able to be on here and talking about this these last couple weeks like I wanted to. There's been a lot going on. Yeah, man. Grinding. But I am gonna get to talk about some things today with the playoffs and the new Madden coming out, PS5, you know, guys not playing games. I'm gonna be adding some old guys back to the league because I'm gonna explain some things that's gonna go on and see where we at. But a lot of y'all guys playing good, man. It's gonna be a hell of a playoffs, I think. I ain't in contention, man. It's gonna be so good, man. I'll give you my sleepers. In each division, once the playoffs start, I'll go back and do that. I ain't gonna do that now. I got some things I gotta talk about. We gotta talk about some real stuff with the new man coming out and then the PS5 and all that good stuff. So I'll hop into that once the playoffs get here, and I'll give y'all my predictions on all that stuff. But yeah, everybody's just going into the playoffs, man. They're playing very well. It's gonna be a hard one to decide, man, for real. But of course, you know, I got my people who I'm picking to win. The PS5 is on the line. I'll be happy for whoever win it, man. I really hope it's somebody that could really use it too, man, because you know, some of us are gifted to get things easily and some of us are not. So whoever wins it, man, deserves to win it at the end of the day. And I think that's what's going to happen. Even if you got somebody that's 16-0 at the end of the season, man. I think this is when it's the person's time is their time. And just believe in yourself. Don't look at the team and just go in there and play and see what the results is and live with it. Let's get to talk about some things, man. I hope everybody doing all right. I'm doing pretty good, man. I hope everybody's staying out the way, being safe, man. You know, we still got this COVID-19 going on, but like I told people, man, we other than COVID-19, you still got regular sickness out here, man. People getting sick down here, man. They think they got COVID, man. They really don't got COVID. They got a cold or they got the flu. I mean, you still got regular sickness going on versus just the COVID-19. But anyway, man, I hope everybody doing all right, man. We're gonna jump into this thing and get this thing cranked up. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is the picking of teams. This is how the picking of teams is gonna go. This next Madden. And tell your peers to watch this video, man. They might want to tune in. Because I'm not gonna go in the chat and put all this on the chat, man. They're gonna have to come back and watch this video. All right. And they do have that. They have the option to come back and watch it. So they're gonna have to watch this video to find out what's going on. I'm not finna go in the league and rewrite everything rewrite everything I'm saying, man. I'm not gonna do that. But this is how the picking of teams gonna go. And listen clearly. I'm gonna try to say this. I'm gonna slow myself down, as I have a tendency of talking fast sometimes. I'm gonna slow myself down so everybody can understand where I'm coming from. Okay. You have, of course, the vet status is gonna stand. That stands, man. We got people that's been in this league. It's been consistent. I'm not taking that away from them. I'm definitely not taking that away from them. If you left the league and you can't, I said this last man. If you left the league and you came back into the league, that's not veteran status. Prime example, I use Trey for example. Trey was here when I started the league. Trey was the guy that had the Cardinals. I know he left again, and if he comes back in wanting to play, he will fall to the bottom of the totem pole. He would not have his vet rank status. Now, with over time, if he stays consistency for a whole year, I will give him his vet status back. Okay, say for instance, let's say the guy with the Cowboys, Touche left the league. Touche is one of my great vets in this league. If he left the league and then he left the league and then he came back, his vet status was fall. But if he comes back in the league, let's say Madden 22, and then he stays for the whole year and has been consistent and played on time, I'll give him his vet status back. So that somebody like Brett can earn that back. You feel what I'm saying? Even though, you know, Brett kind of got kicked out the league. You get kicked out the league, it's the same thing. It don't matter if you quit, you get kicked out. It's the same thing, okay? But this is where it's gonna fall in at: vet status and pain, the consistency of pain. If you play consistent all year, I'm talking about consistent every season. You wasn't never late. You was past the deadline. You know, after week 1 deadline, you late. I don't have a lot of people that they paid sometimes, but they paid way after the week 1 deadline when they knew they was winning. You can't do that. Nope, that's not gonna happen. That's not consistency. Okay, consistency is before that draft, or when the draft is over, or before week 1. Anything after week 1 don't count. Okay, so consistency with paying, that's gonna get you a top pick. You're gonna be at least top 10. Top 15 pick, okay? That's gonna get you a top 10 pick, okay? So if you pay consistent and you're a vet, you straight. If you're a vet and you didn't pay consistent, you're falling, okay? Listen to that carefully. If you're a vet and you didn't pay consistent on time, you're falling. Your vet status is still gonna hold over some of these newer guys in the league, like the freshman guys in the league, like the Commodore that just came in. They got the Cardinals and the Bills. You'll get over them. You'll get over those guys. But as far as the guys that paid on time and they rank as far as the years that they've been in the league, not as high, you will be below them. If you didn't pay vets, because some of y'all vets that's in this league, y'all didn't pay on time a couple seasons. Some of y'all ain't paid. We ain't gonna get into that, but some of y'all didn't pay on time, or you missed a couple seasons or whatever. If you did not pay on time and consistent, your vet status will fall with this next Madden pick, this next lottery pick. Okay, when we draft teams. Okay, so just know that. You probably end up still getting a decent team, but it ain't gonna be where you want to be. Like some want to be. Some of you guys picked top 10 last season. Some of you guys that picked top 10 last season or last Madden, not gonna pick top 10 this Madden. I can tell you that right now. So you're gonna be disappointed. So that is what it is. That's why I said it counts to pay. And I'm gonna reward my guys that pay on time. That's what I do. The same way I reward them with these superstar traits and all this stuff. The same way they're gonna be rewarded the same way. Okay, that's that. The picking of teams, y'all listen to this. The picking of the lottery, we will be doing a lottery pick. The lottery pick meaning you would know where you're picking at 1 through 32 on 5/17. I will announce that at 1 p.m. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the hat, take everybody's name out, and like I'm not going to no new way and nothing like that. I'm continuing the same way I've been doing it. I'm about consistent. The league is getting back. I'm getting back the league back where it needs to be, and we're gonna continue to do that. But the lottery pick will be on 5/17. That's the 17th is on let me look at my Philadelphia Eagles calendar over here. One of the best team in the league. That's gonna be on a Monday. So that's on Monday, and that will be at 1 p.m. You will know where you're picking. You will know where you're picking at 1 p.m. on the dot. I'm gonna post the names. I'm gonna post what number you are, all that stuff. You're gonna know on the 17th on a Monday. That Monday, the 17th is next Monday. You will know on Monday where you're picking, okay? You will know this Monday coming up where you're picking, okay? So guys that's not in the playoffs, you got something to look forward to. Guys in the playoffs, you got something to look forward to in the playoffs, and you got something to look forward to for the next match. Okay? All right. The picking, listen up carefully, y'all. The picking of teams will be when so the lottery pick is where you know you're gonna pick at. The picking of teams will be on Sunday the 30th at 4 p.m. August the 30th is when we'll be picking teams for the next Madden month. That's on a Sunday at 4 p.m. sharp. 4 p.m. is when we will be picking teams for the next Madden. Madden will already be out by then. Everybody already had what's that edition? The vet edition, whatever they call that thing. That'll be out, and on top of that, the regular edition will be out. So everybody have their game by then. So you can kind of look at what, because I know I'm a visual guy. I have to go in there and see what team I want to pick. You feel what I'm saying? I can't just go off of, oh, I think this team will be good. No, I have to see it. So I'm giving everybody a chance to get the game, and then that's when they will pick the teams, okay? All right? The teams on Sunday, August 30th at 4 p.m. is when we'll be picking teams, okay? All right? Let me see what else we need to go to. We will talk about incentives and X factors and all that stuff once we get the game. I'll go back and on here, and once everybody get the new man, and before we start the franchise and stuff, and I'll give you guys insight on that. I'm not going to talk about that today. I'll talk about that once we get the game. All right, the rules will be revised, of course, before we even start the. Everything's pretty much been upgraded though. That we wanted to change, but it might be a few things that might be a little bit different. I already got a couple things I think it's gonna be a little different. It's not nothing big though. Next Madden going into PS5, we'll be paying $25 a season. The only way that it would change if something like this ever happens again with this pandemic, and I hope that it never happens again. This is the worst. You hear me? It is the worst. So unless something crazy happen where we all out of jobs and stuff like that, the league will be $25 next season. We're a vet league. We're going on our 6th or 7th year. 6th year, I think, 6th or 7th year, one or the other. And we're moving up the chain. We're going to PS5. We're upgrading it. It's just like when you work in a job, they give you a raise, right? If you run a business, you got to give yourself a raise, right? We're going to PS5. We're giving the league a raise, okay? So we're going to $25 next season. So you guys that be ready to have your 25. We're going to 25. We move from 20 and going to 25. And I know some people gonna get on here and say, well, this person can't even do this. I don't want to hear. We ain't worried about that. We'll make the adjustments where we need to make the adjustments at. We're not worried about that, okay? But yeah, we'll definitely be doing $25 next season, okay? Matter of fact, I hope everybody can hear me on here, man. Cause I know I be talking sometimes, and then y'all guys get up there and say, hey man, I can't hear you. Make sure I can be heard. Okay, so yeah, I'm heard. So yeah, I'm heard. So yeah, $25 next Madden. $25 next Madden. Okay. The last thing will be this, and this is huge. So y'all might want to tune in for this, man. How many guys we got watching? See how many guys we got watching. We got about 11 guys watching. That's pretty good. The next thing is this. I'm gonna put a poll up. On who's gonna be having the PS5 when we transition. Okay. Once the PS5 drop, I need to know who is gonna have that PS5. Because when the PS5 drop, we're gonna probably be in the middle. We're gonna probably be in the middle of the season, or probably just finish up in the season. I don't know. I need to know what guys is gonna be able to transition when we move over to PS5. I've been telling y'all to save up for it because this is how I'm gonna do it. This is big too, concerning the lottery and the draft. If you're not gonna be able to transition over to PS5, it's no point in me even putting you in that franchise when we first start off on PS4, because we're in the middle of a season. We have to transition. That's going to be a problem because I have to find somebody to take that team. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to put a poll up to find out who is going to be having their PS5 when it first dropped. So when we transition over to the next Madden, well, we might just play one season of the other Madden and then just wait till that PS5 drop. We won't know until I won't know really until I get a drop date. They don't know exactly when it's gonna drop and how much it's gonna cost. So I'll play that by ear. And I'll find out when we're gonna play 2 seasons on a PS4 or 1 season, which I think is gonna be 1 season. But I need to know who's gonna be able to transition over when it's time. So we're gonna put a poll up, and everybody gonna have to go in that poll and state whether you're gonna be able to transition or not. And basically, the guys that not gonna be the number that I get, I might just find out from the guys. The guys that it's not gonna be a transition, I'll just, they're gonna have to hit me up on the side and let me know, or DM me and let me know, look man, it's not gonna be a smooth transition for me. I'm gonna have to wait a little while before I get my PS5, and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I just need to know, because that's fair to the league, you know what I'm saying? So I need to know if these guys, because some guys like to be unfair, man, just like to get in here and because it's on PS4 right now, get a top-notch team and be happy with it, then we gotta move on, now I gotta get another person, you feel what I'm saying? So I need to know that. So you guys need to be saving up for your PS5, man. I've been announcing that thing like crazy. I've been telling y'all, save $100 every time y'all get paid, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 600, 700, 500, I'm only guessing how much it's going to be. I don't really know. It's like the person that wins the PS5, it's a certain amount we got in the league. They're going to may have to pay the difference, but who would rather pay $130 or $100 or $200 for a PS5 versus the whole $700 or $800 or $500 that they would have had to pay? So that's better than nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't know how much it's going to cost. We don't know the date that it's dropping or anything like that. I'm just going off of know-how pretty much on how it's been happening the last few times the last devices has dropped. So the consoles has dropped. So like I said, man, I need to know that. So I'm going to put a poll up to figure out when that stuff is going to happen. Guys that haven't been paying, it's a possibility that you might not be with us, man, because you guys have to play these games whether you like it or not, man. It's not fair. If you was in the playoffs, you would want somebody to play their game. Come on, guys, we have to keep it fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it 100, man. Everything's not gonna go right. Everything is not gonna be always fair. I mean, things gonna happen where it's gonna be a crazy advancement happen. But the good thing I'm hearing about this PS5 is you can reset games. If somebody gets a loss, you can go back and reset that game and have that person play it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing that they're doing with the franchise. That I'm hoping that it really is gonna happen, because that'd be perfect. You know what I'm saying? If something like that happened, the commissioner will have the power to go back and have that game replayed. That would be good. So that's what I got, man. I hope you guys are excited about the new Madden, excited about the new console coming out. I know we already get the season over with. I will say this about this playoff run. Y'all guys gonna have one day. We need to be getting this week needs to go ahead and end. I don't know who hasn't played. Has anybody played? Only one game? You guys, come on, man. I know the Steelers and Ravens say it's something going on with that. The Colts, that game don't matter. These games that don't matter is cool. Like that Bears and Packers game that don't matter. Let me see what's the name record is. Let me see what his record is. With the Green Bay record is. I don't think Green Bay matter, man. I think he out of it. But last time I looked at his record, it wasn't that bad. Let me see. See what Green Bay record is. He's 7-8. Yeah, his season over. This Chargers and Panthers game, that don't matter. The Chargers matter, but not the Chargers don't even matter. He's not gonna make it either. He 8-7. He 8-7. Unless his division. Let me see. Let me look at his division. Yeah, his division matters. So it's him and the Broncos. The Broncos 8-7. Oh, so yeah, so this game matters. So this game need to be played. The Jets and Dolphins, that don't matter. The Jets ain't going nowhere. The Cowboys and Giants, that don't matter. The Giants got a thing a lot. The Falcons and Eagles, that don't matter. I'm not going nowhere. These games that ain't going nowhere is cool, but these games that got to be played, like, let me see. That San Francisco game don't matter. This e-balling game does matter. And e-balling, you have to play the computer because the Chargers have to play his game. You have to play the computer. If you because the difference not playing, you have to play the computer or either take the fair sim. But you're gonna have to play the computer. Point blank. Period. It's not gonna be a fair sim in this game. You have to play the computer. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this right now to. I'm gonna go ahead and set that Raiders team right now to autopilot while we're on it, while we're looking at it, so you can go ahead and play that computer, because that game is big, man, for both of y'all, for this playoff thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that autopilot to that one game, and you can go ahead and play that joint, bro, because that game is huge. Okay, that game is huge. So yeah, that's where we at. The Bengals skin game, that's huge, so that needs to be played. The Browns and Trinidad, the Browns is out of it. Trinidad is out of it. He ain't going nowhere. That don't need to be played. Commodore, that game needs to be. That game needs to be played, because no, the Commodore already lost, man. He out of it, so it doesn't matter. Even if the Seahawks lose this game, he still win the division, so that don't matter. Okay, and it says this game already been played, so we only got about 4 games that really need to be played. So y'all get those games knocked out, man, so we can move on, because the next man, I want to give everybody some chill time. The next man drops next Friday. Next Monday, so we need to have some time to like chill, and of course everybody can be doing scrimmaging and stuff like that. We ain't gonna hop on the franchise until we get that out of the way and stuff like that, and find how we normally do things. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's what I had. I hope everybody got a good earful. I know it's been a while since I've been up here, and I'm looking forward to the new Madden, man. Definitely me, because I played horrible in this Madden, man. This is a bad one for me. It'll be like this sometimes, it ain't gonna be your Madden every time. You're gonna have some good years, you got some bad years. But the thing is sticking it out and hanging in there, and hopefully you have more bad than good. I mean, more good than bad. I'm sorry, more good than bad. But yeah, until Wild Card Weekend, man. I want to talk about it a little bit, but I'm not. I'm gonna wait till that we are set enough. Wait till Wild Card Weekend to give my predictions on who I think gonna win it, who I think gonna make it past the wild card, and all that good stuff, man. Until then, Wild Card Weekend, I'll holler at y'all boys, man. Y'all have a safe and blessed day, man. And I'll get back up with y'all hopefully tomorrow when I, and talk about these playoffs, man. Hopefully all these games get played tonight, and then we can move on. All right. Until Wild Card Weekend, man, I'll holler at y'all boys. Let's get it.